Now, from Nebraska's trusted news source, this is Channel 8 News at 5.
Coming up tonight on the news, more affordable housing is coming to the capital city.
Plus, a big expansion could be coming to UNL's music department.
But first, a big announcement from Husker football today. Good evening, everyone, and thank you so much for joining us. It's been a question now for a while.
Would Husker quarterback Adrian Martinez play for Nebraska again next year? Well, today he announced his decision. Channel 8's Kelsey Casper joins us now with more. Kelsey?
Yeah, guys, with the season ending and college football players across the country announcing their transfers, it was only a matter of time until we found out what Adrian Martinez had decided. Would he stay and play a fifth season for the Big Red, or move on and play one final year without the Scarlet and Cream? Well, after playing 4 seasons with the Huskers, Adrian Martinez will no longer be playing football in Lincoln. The quarterback has entered the NCAA transfer portal after he posted a heartfelt goodbye on Twitter today, thanking coaches, fans, and teammates. During his years at Nebraska, Martinez shattered plenty of records as he becomes the Huskers' all-time total offense leader and the team's only 3-time captain.
He's the heart and soul of that offense. He's the heart and soul of this team. I believe that he is, the guy to do the job for our offense. Whenever there's a little bit of blame, he's going to take it, and he's going to take it off the chin. Because that's who he is. He's a man.
I mean, he's a warrior. It's come out about how he's been battling through stuff all season. He's a warrior, and can't say enough good things about him. But he's the leader of this team.
It's just crazy to see. He's playing through multiple injuries. Some guys usually have one injury that they're playing through. He's playing through multiple, and that just everyone on the team is just amazed and look up to him. And we're really proud of what he's accomplished this year.
And Adrian was not able to finish out his final season as he had surgery on his shoulder a couple weeks ago. I'll have more Martinez and his accomplishments coming up at 6, guys.
Kelsey, thank you for our top story tonight. And as you can imagine, Husker Nation reacting to the big news from Martinez today.
We talked to some fans this afternoon to get their opinions.
Adrian, he is just a very nice person, very humble. It's going to be sad to see him go.
I've actually had the pleasure of knowing Adrian personally through some classes and whatnot. Just a great gentleman, a really great dude.
He's a great athlete. I think that he did all his heart and soul into Nebraska, but the legacy is kind of the legacy of Scott Frost. He really, in the last 4 years, we lost a lot of games and won very few.
A dynamic athlete on the field, a class act off of it. He broke school records, but in Nebraska, quarterbacks are evaluated by wins and losses, of course. 14 wins to 25 losses in his career as a starter. Well, much more on Martinez coming up tonight on the news at both 6 and 10 o'clock. Well, speaking of announcements, a big one today from the mayor of Lincoln.
For the first time in nearly a decade, Lincoln is raising money to refurbish and build 500 affordable homes a year. Channel 8's Ariana Martinez has more details.
CDR will do this by investing more capital and putting to work new financial tools to expand lending to small business owners and to support those who create or rehabilitate affordable housing, creating more high-quality homes for families in Lincoln.
We are an infrastructure finance organization for housing. That's really what we are. And we're going to pool all the community resources together to do that. And it takes government, it takes banking, it takes business, and it takes philanthropy to get that done locally, and then leverage the federal dollars or state dollars to make it happen.
Affordable housing will help families who pay 30% or more of their income on rent or mortgage payments and utilities.
We know from our research that Lincoln needs to both create new housing and preserve and improve the quality of our existing housing stock. Grants and loans available through CDR will help our community partners, landlords, and developers do just that, especially for low-income and minority renters and home buyers.
The goal is to build or revitalize 5,000 homes instead of apartments.
The newer units will probably be built outside of existing neighborhoods because there isn't enough space to do it in the existing neighborhoods. Okay, but wherever Lincoln Public Schools is going, we should be there with a housing development that creates a mixed income neighborhood for our community. It'll be healthier that way.
The hope is that this project will help drive down the cost of housing for families at every income level.
Today we take a big step forward in changing the math to create more financing options and incentives that help our community achieve our affordable housing goals.
Reporting in Lincoln, Ariana Martinez, Channel 8 News.
And in other news around Lincoln, the NU Board of Regents will be voting tomorrow on a $155 million expansion projects.
That's right. It includes a $25 million addition at the Lead Center. A new entrance and box office would be built and more room for both performers and for education.
It also includes a $75 million replacement of the Westbrook Music Building and $15 million to upgrade Kimball Recital Hall. The money for all of this would be privately funded. The Regents will be meeting tomorrow at 9 a.m. at Varner Hall. We'll of course keep you updated on what they decide. Now to the growing concerns over the Omicron variant of COVID-19. Today, a second case confirmed in the U.S.
The White House announcing new steps to curb the spread of Omicron. ABC's Alex Prochet has the latest on that.
Today, more cases of the COVID variant Omicron here in the U.S., including one in Minnesota. The state's Department of Health saying the patient is from Hennepin County and is fully vaccinated. He developed mild symptoms on November 22nd, got a test 2 days later, and has since recovered. But they also say the patient recently traveled to New York City for an anime convention just days before his symptoms started. New York's Governor Kathy Hochul encouraging each of the estimated 53,000 attendees of that convention to also get tested.
That we knew it would come to New York State at some point.
The White House is rolling out a list of actions to combat the new variant, including making at-home rapid tests free, extending the mask requirement on public transit through mid-March, and requiring more stringent testing protocols for all international travelers. One of their biggest initiatives are new steps to, quote, ensure the nearly 80 million eligible Americans who haven't gotten vaccinated get a shot as soon as possible. The same goes for boosters. Only 44% of eligible seniors have gotten their booster.
I'm calling on pharmacies, and they've been cooperative, big and small, to offer more appointments, more walk-in hours, including on weeknights.
The administration saying 2.2 million doses of vaccine were administered today, the highest number since May. In other places, fears of the unknown is driving demand for the shot. Crowds at vaccination sites, slots booked for weeks at some pharmacies.
The availability dates were getting pushed into next week and the week after.
And now, amid growing concerns about the Omicron variant, a number of colleges and universities say they will require booster shots for students next semester. One of the states experiencing a surge in COVID cases is Michigan. There, experts say this is a pandemic of the unvaccinated. 87% of ICU COVID patients haven't been vaccinated, and experts fear that number could grow higher with this new variant. Alex Prochet, ABC News, Washington.
And here locally, earlier today, Lincoln Public Schools adding 45 new COVID cases in just one day. So far this week, 142 students and 13 staff members have tested positive, bringing the district total to 155 total positive COVID cases right now.
Hey, how about some good news now? Even though it's December, not feeling much like it, the weather has been great for hitting the greens.
That's right. Pioneers Golf Course has fully reopened for the first time in months. You see, back in October, they had a big irrigation project, and that forced them to close off some of these sections of the course. Well, everything, starting this morning, back open. And they're telling us business is great. The only time they close, by the way, is if there's snow on the ground or it dips below 32 degrees. We didn't have to worry about that today, did we? John, just beautiful to get outside. Did we break our record high for the day?
Not only did Lincoln break the record, but main cities around the state broke records this afternoon, even getting as high as 77 degrees out towards Imperial, where they shattered their record as well. This is the first time we've had a 70-degree day in December since 1998 in the capital city, so incredible warmth around the area. This is a live look right now from our camera at Honda of Lincoln as the sun is set at 5 o'clock, which, by the way, starting tomorrow, the sun sets officially at 4:59, so dropping below 5 o'clock in the afternoon for the sunset. Temperatures right now sitting in the middle 60s, still holding on low 70s towards Fairbury, where it's 72, 68 degrees in Hebron, 66 in Aurora, and still 60 degrees in Columbus. So a very nice day. Some of those clouds you just saw at the camera, you can see overhead on the satellite imagery. That's all we'll see tonight, or just a few clouds passing at times. Skies will clear out later on tonight. We are watching a cold front that's off to our northwest that will begin to dive through the area for tomorrow. That's going to bring some cooler temperatures to the area. Maybe not quite feeling like December, but definitely not feeling like what we had today. Now, as we go through the rest of this evening, skies again will be clearing as we go through the overnight hours, but still holding on to 50 degrees by 10 o'clock. Our normal high in the state, 44, so still very mild tonight. We'll talk about how much cooler we get tomorrow and a cooler weekend. The details of my Storm Alert Team forecast just a few minutes.
All right, thank you, John. Talk to you later. Now to the latest on that school shooting near Detroit, Michigan. Authorities revealing new information about the suspect.
Investigators are detailing what they say they found in the teen's journal and the threats he allegedly made the night before the rampage. ABC's Rena Roy has the latest.
The suspect in the deadliest school shooting of the year is 15 years old, but prosecutors charging Ethan Crumbley as an adult, saying he had premeditated intent to kill.
And I am absolutely sure, after reviewing the evidence, that it isn't even a close call. It was absolutely premeditated.
Investigators sifting through that mountain of evidence, including videos on Crumbley's cell phone taken the night before, where they say he talked about shooting and killing students the next day.
And what's depicted on that video, honestly, Judge, I don't have the words to describe how horrific that was.
Police say they also discovered a journal in his backpack detailing his desire to shoot up a school. The suspect and his parents meeting with school officials about concerning behavior just hours before the shooting Tuesday. Crumbley's parents appearing at his arraignment virtually Wednesday. They may also face charges themselves, according to prosecutors.
You are the parents of Ethan Crumbley, is that correct?
Yes, correct. That is correct.
After investigators say the gun he used was purchased by his father just days earlier. 4 students died, including 17-year-old Madison Baldwin, whose family says she had just been accepted to several colleges.
She was just the light of so many people, and this is unimaginable. This is unmanageable.
Meantime, a student at another high school nearby was arrested Wednesday for carrying a loaded gun. A classmate alerting officials, deciding to speak up after the Oxford High School shooting, but police say it was not related to that incident.
There was no indication that there was any type of potential copycat situation or any type of threats to the school, but rather a poor decision from this young man to not only carry a weapon, but to carry a weapon on school property.
Some school districts in the Metro Detroit area say they are dealing with potential copycat threats of violence, and more than a dozen districts have canceled class Thursday to remain cautious. Rena Roy, ABC News, New York.
And because of those copycat threats, more than 50 districts called off school today.
At the Berkeley School District, which is also near Detroit, officials say they feel confident that students are safe at their schools, but some parents, of course, are still on edge.
I love Berkeley and I think it's safe, but I'm sure the people in Oxford thought the same thing. It's saddening and worrisome. I'm just sick.
Administrators are dealing with a similar situation in Novi, Michigan. The assistant superintendent there, who has an 11-year-old son, says a lot of parents are being forced to have some difficult conversations with their kids.
The trauma that simply that causes is what I woke up with, and frankly, you can hear it in my voice. That's where my anger comes from. My piece that I would say to you, Alex, is we all need to look at ourselves and ask ourselves what we've become.
Law enforcement and local officials say they promise to investigate and prosecute every threat that is made after the Oxford High School shooting. Still ahead on the news tonight, a shocking claim from Alec Baldwin.
The actor saying he didn't pull the trigger in that tragic movie set accident. Details after the break.
Now to the latest on the deadly shooting on the movie set of Rust. In an exclusive interview with ABC, Alec Baldwin saying he did not pull the trigger in the tragic accident that killed a cinematographer.
And now the lawyer for the assistant director on the film of Rust is backing Baldwin's claim. ABC's Morgan Norwood has the story.
It just doesn't seem real to me.
An emotional Alec Baldwin talking exclusively with George Stephanopoulos about the deadly shooting on the set of his film Rust that injured a director and killed cinematographer Helena Hutchins.
She was someone who was loved by everyone.
Baldwin telling ABC News that he didn't pull the trigger on the prop gun that investigators say contained live rounds.
Well, the trigger wasn't pulled. I didn't pull the trigger.
So you never pulled the trigger?
No. I would never point a gun at anyone and pull a trigger at them, never.
Meanwhile, the lawyer for the film's assistant director, Dave Halls, backing up Baldwin's assertion, telling Kaylee Hartung that it was a misfire.
The entire time, Baldwin had his finger outside the trigger guard, parallel to the barrel, and that he told me since day one he thought it was a misfire. I know. And and until Alex said that, it was just really hard to believe, but Dave has told me since the very first day I met him that Alec did not pull that trigger.
As authorities continue to investigate, reviewing the evidence, including the live rounds found on the set, the supplier who provided the guns and ammunition also breaking their silence, showing ABC News the invoices saying they did not provide live rounds, also claiming the live ammunition that detectives seized from their business during a search warrant don't match what was discovered on the set.
They found 4 rounds that were close enough to take in with them. They're not a match, but they were close. So there's something very unique about the live rounds that were found on Rust, but we've got to wait for the FBI to do its job.
And that supplier telling ABC News they're fully cooperating with the investigation. As for that exclusive with Alec Baldwin, you can watch that tonight right here on ABC. Morgan Norwood, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Now, your Storm Alert Team forecast with Chief Meteorologist John Dessauer.
A fantastic day, especially if you like warm temperatures. Today in Beatrice hitting 72 degrees as we take a live look right now from Schoen's Roofing. You can see some of the nice colors up at the sky as from the sunset. And take a look at this view right now from Southeast Community College. I have the camera swung around to the south and west. Some beautiful colors up in the skies right now. As I said yesterday, anytime you can throw some clouds up in the sky near sunset, just sit back and enjoy that sunset. And that's the case today. A beautiful afternoon with 72 degrees for high temperature in Lincoln. We set a new record for today. The old record was 68 degrees set back in 2012. That is gone. But the other interesting thing is this is now the warmest open to December. So yesterday and today in 59 years in the capital city. The old record 68 in Lincoln, 70 in Grand Island. We beat that today. And also Hastings, we broke that. The old 68 degree record made it up to 74 this afternoon in Hastings. It's 64 right now in Grand Island. It's near 70 in Hastings, 68 in Hebron right now, and 64 in Lincoln. Look back out to the west. It's warm out there as well. 73 right now in McCook, 74 in Ogallala. I mentioned Imperial today set a record with a temperature of 77 degrees. This evening, we're not going to fall very quickly. Temperatures will be dropping through the 50s and through the 40s, eventually tomorrow morning into the upper 30s to right around 40 degrees. You'll notice the winds, look at the arrows, they're now coming out of the north. A weak cold front will pass through the area, and that's going to drop our temperatures for tomorrow. Now, you can see across the country, or at least the central portion of the country, much cooler to the northeast, much warmer through Nebraska and areas further to the south where temperatures today got up into the mid-70s. There is a weak front that's sitting right through the middle of the state, but we're watching this area off to our north and west. That's going to bring that cold front through tomorrow morning, and then another reinforcing shot of cooler air coming in for the first start of the weekend. Now, when I say cooler temperatures tomorrow, we're still well above normal. It's just going to be cooler than temperatures in the lower and middle 70s. So at 8 o'clock in the morning, a few clouds around the area, but look for mostly sunny skies through the day. As we head towards the afternoon, we'll see 56 degrees. So temperatures are warming up through the day. Remember, our normal high is 44, so we'll easily surpass that with highs getting up into the upper 50s tomorrow. 59 is what I'm forecasting in Lincoln, 61 degrees in Beatrice, 59 in Seward, and 59 degrees in both Grand Island, Hastings, and 60 for a high tomorrow in Kearney. Hey, I wanted to remind you about Hans Gutenhofer from last year. I want to let you know I've got a Zoom call with him tonight, getting ready for North Pole flight operations. We'll have some details on that coming up tomorrow during the 5 o'clock newscast. So kids, make sure you tune in for Channel 8 News at 5 tomorrow for that. Now, coming our way this weekend, there is a shot of some cooler air coming down on Saturday, and then another cold front comes in on Sunday. And I think we will probably see our temperatures slowly falling off Sunday. Monday morning is going to be chilly, down into the teens to low 20s, but really temperatures still at or above normal as we go through much of the next 10 days. 48 degrees on Saturday, 50 on Sunday. We'll probably be falling off a little towards late afternoon. 42 degrees for a high on Monday, so a little cooler there. Some showers possible on Tuesday, not widespread. Then we'll see some more sunshine by midweek, with temperatures back into the upper 50s to near 50 degrees, to make it upper 40s to near 50 degrees. And then we're going to watch for a potential weather system coming our way Friday or Saturday. There's still some argument as to what may happen with that. Again, something we'll keep an eye on over the next several days.
All right, thank you very much, John. A rebounding day on Wall Street today. The Dow jumping 618 points. NASDAQ is up 127. We'll be right back.
Way too.
Finally tonight, the owner of a Kearney coffee shop and her baristas flew more than 8,000 miles to Kenya and Ethiopia.
They did it to learn the story behind the cup of coffee they pour their customers.
We felt that it was important for us to make that connection between central Nebraska and East Africa, where these coffees come from.
The owner of Zamboni Specialty Coffee joined them on this trip, learning all the steps it takes from ground to cup. Jasmine McGinnis, owner of Baristas Daily Grind, hopes to create an internship program where baristas in Kenya and Ethiopia can visit the U.S. and learn more about our coffee making process.
And we love our coffee. Except I don't see John drinking coffee.
Yeah, John, do you like coffee?
I'm not a coffee drinker. I like the smell of coffee. I've got other ways to get my caffeine.
Yeah.
Diet Mountain Dew.
That's right. And lots of it. Hey, this evening outside we'll see skies clearing, 53 degrees by 8, down to 50 degrees by 10 o'clock.
All right, time for a cup of coffee. And until we see you again at 6 o'clock, have a good one.
With the Channel 8 Eyewitness News mobile app, you'll be the first to know. Get alerts about breaking news and weather, all in the palm of your hand.
Get a load of the DQ Loaded A1 Steakhouse Burger, stacked with thick-cut bacon, crunchy onion rings, and 2 premium steak sauces. This is one burger that needs 2 hands. Get it delivered at DQ.com.